Greetings, greetings, greetings. In case you haven't heard, I am your Queen Love Bug number one. Welcome to my village, where everyone get taken care of and no one get left behind. Please excuse the delay. We had some technical difficulties going on, and we were able to get into our regular live stream. There'll be some other things that we'll work out and iron out a little later on. But I hope that you were able to be patient with us because patience is definitely a virtue. And I'm learning to be patient because that's not something that I've always had. Welcome to the village, Mr. Pounds. Lord laughed out loud. Yes, but it's okay. And I'm waving back at you, Mr. Pounds. Because one thing that I've learned in life is that when something isn't working out, just leave it alone and come back to it. And we'll come back to it. And I promise you, somebody will walk us through it. That's the purpose of having people that know what to do, when to do, and how to do it. They have a way of showing you exactly what you need. For all of those that was trying to log in and I was dealing with technical difficulties, I apologize to you. I'm sorry if you got delayed or you felt ignored. But this is what happens when you're dealing with a live stream. And one thing that this live stream has taught me is to think quick on your feet and be able to adjust. Although I think I kind of do that most of the time in general in life, but it also will enhance it for you because coming on this live stream is not always going to be what we plan. And sometimes you just have to take the bull by the horn and drag it. So here I am, and here you are. And guess what? This is what happens when we're live streaming. Well, at least I have a couple of drinks on hand. Laughed out loud, Pounds. Well, I may not have a couple of drinks on hand, but guess what? I learned to do things in a freestyle as well. Sober. Yes, I'm usually sober. Every blue black moon, I have a drink. And when I have a drink, that's cool because I'm grown and I can do what I choose to do as long as it's being done responsibly. And if you're drinking, I hope that you're drinking responsibly also. Well, we have spent a lot of time jiggling and jangling around here. But you know what? Hey, this is YouTube. And it's also the village. And you just don't never know what you're gonna get, huh? Say amen. But guess what? Sometimes you just got to shoot your shot. And that's what we're gonna do right now. One of the favorite people that I enjoy in the world and the universe is Janet Jackson. I've always admired her. I thought she was such a cutie pie and so talented. And I understood her when she didn't want to be known as Michael Jackson's little sister anymore. Because I have older sisters and brothers, and I'm actually a middle child. And many times people reflect to me as my older sisters or brothers' little sister. And even after I started to stand a little taller than all of them, okay, a lot taller than them, because they all short. They 4'9", 5'1", or 2. I stand at 5'4" to 5'5". Hey, Lena, welcome to the village, cutie pie. Welcome to the village. Thank you for stopping by. I know where you are is 8 a.m. in the morning, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Love, love. Shout out to Lino. That's my homeboy from the Philippines. He's still showing love and coming through. And I want to come talk some business decisions with you, Lino. Give me a few days, and we're going to talk about some business as well as Jeff Bob. But as I was saying, at some point you want your own identity and you want to be your own. And as you grow into your own, everything tends to work itself out. So let's get down to the meat and potato things. As always, we're always gonna pray. Yeah, Janet Jackson is amazing. I really love Janet Jackson. She is one of the few people that has been consistent in her craft. She may leave for a while, but when she come back, she executes. And that's what it's all about. You can leave for a while, but when you come back, make sure you execute whatever it is that you choose to do. And when she take that stage, she own it. and she remembers to be one of the best entertainers. So shout out to you, Janet Jackson. I love you. Let's pray and let's get down to the meat and potato thing. Father, we come to you. Lord, you know we need patience. Father, you know sometimes we should have more patience than we have. And sometimes I'm learning to just relax. I don't need to send my blood pressure up. And Father, I just want to thank you for making me calm today and giving me everything that I need to fulfill your assignment in your will. Father, thank you for allowing me to breathe a little freer today. Although I may not be all the way back, I'm sure headed in the right direction. And I just want to say thank you, Lord. I know I can be goofy and crazy sometimes, but you created me. And Lord, you know, you created me to be a little bit different. You didn't create me to be ordinary. You didn't create me to be the same as everybody else. And Lord, I thank you for the big shoes you gave me to fill. Father, forgive us of our sins. And Father, also allow us to continue to grow in the spirit realm. Bind up everything that's not of you. And don't let nothing within 1,000 feet of this village that is not of you, Lord. Go on out on the porch and let the overflow go out there. Bless those out on the porch. Bless everybody within the sounds of my voice, Lord. Give them everything they need and some of what they want, Lord. You know what our needs are. Father God, I just want to thank you for always being present, for always coming and being my rescue man, especially when I'm becoming unglued. And Father, I just want to say thank you. I can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful. We lift this up in your Son, Jesus' name. For his sake we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. 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 Let me tell you, there's been so much going on in the world, but I am so super duper grateful to be in this zone I'm in right now. Every day I wake up and I'm doing all right. All I can do is say, Amen. Thank you, Lino. Amen, Lino. And how's everything going with you, Lino? And I meant to ask you, what time do you start your live stream, Lino? And how many times a day do you live stream so we can get on the same accord? And let's get down to the meat and potato of things. We want to start this topic off. And this topic is, what is your biggest challenge? What are the things that challenge you the most? What are the things that you do not have the skills to do, but you keep pushing through? Tell me about them. What are the things that make you sometimes want to scream because you just can't get it? As much as we can have talent, there's always something that challenges us. What are the things that challenge you the most? I start at 10 a.m. Philippine time every day. So that's 10 p.m. Wait. 10, right, that's 10 p.m. our time. Okay. And how long do you stream for? You be up late. What you be doing up so late? One of my biggest challenges is to know when to hush up. Oh, I ain't even gonna touch that one because if I knew when to hush up, I think I would be a whole lot further in life. But it happens that way. You know, sometimes you want to hush, but it's always something else that you got to say, right? I think I'm doing a little better. Sometimes lately I've been wanting to say some stuff and I just be like, be quiet. Hello? Hey. What are you up to? Yes. Good for you. Oh yeah, you must have went a little further. Well, I'll tell you what, let me finish what I'm in the middle of and I'll get back with you. Is that okay? Okay, I'll call you back shortly. Later. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we have to learn when to be quiet. And I'm starting to learn it because sometimes I think my mouth just be like, did you not have to just be like, sip it, just sip it. Thanks, Doc. Virtual hug. Virtual hug back to you. Mwah. My second biggest challenge is to do my exercises every day for 20 minutes. That's not bad. I've been trying to stick to that lately myself. Lena, what is your biggest challenge? What are the things that you like to do or want to do that you struggle with? What are the things that you find the hardest to do? Because we all have those things that we really go through challenges with. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Mine isn't so much exercise, even though I'll be lazy sometimes. But once I get up and get moving, then I, usually do pretty good with the exercise. But when it comes down to manpower, like fixing things, and you know how some women fix cars and lug a bunch of stuff around, I just don't have the talent in that area. I'm not that good at getting in here repairing stuff. And I've been trying to do some little home improvements and stuff, and I just be tearing up everything. I'm telling y'all, how many of y'all just be breaking up stuff? You know, I'm a strong person, right? And for a young lady, I have pretty big hands. And I'm kind of strong, right? And when I start trying to open stuff, I just be breaking it up and tearing it up and go to bang the hammer, done stripped everything, just done tore up the stuff. I be saying, goodness sakes, how you just done bought that and just done tore it up? Done overscrewed the screw, now I got it where it's done got, swung in the thing or stripped it. I'm not that good at building anything. Hey, I didn't have to build stuff growing up. I have five brothers and a dad. So, and plus my mom was handy. I don't know why I don't have no talent in that area. Let me tell you, the first time I got my first apartment, right, I bought some curtain rods. And I said, you know what, I'm going to put these curtain rods up, right? And I went to put the curtain rods up. And before I knew anything, I had holes in the wall. So I called one of my friend girls and I said, I just done tore up the wall trying to hang up some curtains. So she thinking like a little nail hole. I'm banging, I'm just missing the nail hitting the wall, just tearing up everything. So she said, okay, me and my boyfriend will come over and we'll help you. One, two, three, her boyfriend had those curtains up, right? Or shades. Matter of fact, they was actually blinds. I done dang near took out a window trying to hang up a blind. I'm telling you, I don't have no talent in that area. Well, women get out there and they pitch a tent. I'm not pitching no tent. By the time I get out there, I can line up everything, and I'm the one that got the sheet saying, okay, we got 12 of these and 2 of these and 9 of those, and the first step is this. Now I'm good at giving instructions and showing you where everything goes. I can line it all up. But when it comes down to assembling it, some kind of way, something goes wrong every single time. So then I have to figure out why. I just tear up stuff. But you know something? I've been trying to do a little bit better. And I said, okay, buy stuff that's inexpensive and try to put it together so if you do strip it or tear it up, you'll be okay. But I keep on saying I got to get me a drill because that's my biggest problem. And maybe if I had a nice drill, I would stop overscrewing everything. Because I do believe with the drill, I'll be okay. What y'all think? Do any of y'all have the same problem? Are y'all builders by nature? Do you do really well with repairing or building things or assembling things? Every time I order something, I look at it and I'll be like, okay, somebody get over here and put that together. Or when my daughter comes, she's going to have to work on that. I'm not about to tear this up. I done took so much stuff back to the stores, I had to start shopping different places. Because I'm just breaking down stuff and I got to make sure I can take it back. Because if you can't take it back, you stuck with something you done tore up. So that's one of the things that I struggle with. I struggle with assembling things and putting things together. It's not that I don't know how, but for some reason I get to stripping and tearing it up and breaking it. There's something to say open it, and by the time I done tore it open, you can look at me and tell I done tore it open, right? I just done tore it up, tearing it open. But I'm getting a little bit better. I promise y'all I've been trying. Because sometimes I just tear up stuff trying to get it. And just don't you want to be that woman that can, fix some things and let a man see like, look, honey, I did this over here myself. And he be looking like, well, what happened to it? It don't go like that. Why is that broke? Look, it's a crack. You done tore it up. And then I'll be like, well, look, I was trying. No, baby, next time just leave it alone. Just leave stuff alone. Just set it down and be done with it, right? So I got to do better, y'all. I really got to do better. Because once I start tearing up stuff, then I start looking at the book value and stuff. Okay, how much stuff have you tore up this year? Laugh out, Lord. Please don't talk about curtain rods. Me and my brother tried to hang some curtains up, and it took us an hour, and the curtains is to this day is hanging to one side. Laughed out loud. I can't repair nothing. My answer is always just put some tape on it. Yeah, you want the nice little cool things that you see. You want to fix your place up. You don't want to be looking like you just took the nail and stuck it through the curtain. Because I done seen some stuff and I'll be like, oh, okay, they ain't that good either. They just done took the old school way. Hey, you don't got a curtain rod and you can't get that rod going? Get you some nails and just nail the curtain to the wall. And I'm telling you, I have seen that. Or, hey, let's just throw that sheet up. Hey, throw the sheet up, right? Don't act like you ain't never had no sheet up to your window before till somebody can get over there and figure it out. Some of y'all even done had a trash bag up to that window. I done seen some stuff at folks' window. Or put a cardboard up. At least they not looking in here at us yet. Jazz. And pray to God that bathroom window ain't letting everybody looking at you. I can't repair nothing. My answer is always just put some tape on it. I was trying to put up a small shelf and I broke it before I can get it out. That's me. I'm saying like, okay, I'll be starting out good because like I said, I can follow real good instructions, right? And I have everything where it belongs and now I can put it together really well for the most part. But by the time I get to the end, I done broke something. I'm pushing it too hard or twisting it too hard or twisting it too long. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting here going, oh my goodness. And I hear something go clink. I'll be like, oh, I done did it again. I done overscrewed it. So that would be one of my biggest problems. I definitely am not the handy girl. I'm not that girl that's going to get out here and start, fixing cars and doing all that. For one, I don't like my hands to be dirty. How many people don't like dirt in their nails and stuff like that? Okay, I'm standing in my truth right now. Don't y'all be judging me. I don't like dirt. And if I start to doing a task and you got to get too dirty, no, all bets is off. Let's find somebody. Let me get on this phone and see who I might be able to give a couple of coins and get this over with, because I'm not going to be going through all these changes and have a migraine and then still wind up having to call somebody at the end. I had a trash bag in the window before. Come on now. I'm telling you, I done seen some trash bags and I'll be sitting there like, wow, okay. They done had the same problem I had. They probably done broke the curtain rod up, and don't even talk about them old ones back in the days that you slide inside of each other. Oh, them things wasn't worth nothing. I done tore them things down to the ground. They wasn't, I'd be like, well, okay, first of all, how heavy do the curtain need to be to use this thing? Because this thing ain't that strong. When my daughter was little, I tried to put together her baby bed. Well, after about 2 hours, I told her mother, just slide the mattress on the floor. She would be okay. Right, right. I thought I was doing something when I was having my second child, and I bought a crib, right? And I wanted to show her dad that I can do it because he was always good at putting stuff together, right? Child, I got that crib together and thought I had did something, and looked to the side and the springs was on the floor. I was like, oh man, what I did wrong. So I wasn't taking it back apart, right? Because I'm pregnant, I did enough. So when he came home, I told him, I said, guess what? And he looked at the crib and he knew I couldn't do it, which I was so mad at myself. And he started looking around because he knew something wasn't right. And he saw the spring sitting on the side, right? And he just started laughing. He said, oh, you done put this up. This baby gonna be on the floor before the weekend. So he took it back apart. So I said, but it wasn't sturdy. He started laughing. He said, how you gonna have a sturdy crib and the springs and stuff that make the crib go up and down and sitting on the side, all the stuff? I don't know. I had the crib up though. I could lean over and put the baby in. It might not have go up and down right, but hey, I wasn't kicking the thing and doing all that no-how. So he finally took it apart, and then 1, 2, 3, he had it put together, right? And I'm sitting there looking like, dang, why do I always got to be the one with a migraine trying to put something together? My kids is good at putting stuff together. We get a big old TV stand or something, they sitting in there, boom, 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 it's up and standing. I get in there, I get the, oh Lord, what's going wrong? I done tore up the stand. They be just looking like, Mom, what happened? Sorry, can y'all try to fix it? Where's that wood glue? And don't even talk about wood glue because I'm not good with glue either. And I start gluing stuff. Next thing you know, I done glued up everything. I'm sticking to the object. I done glued myself to the object. And that's the Holy Ghost truth. How you glue yourself to the object? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Don't judge me. Hey, I'm like a rat trap. I done got stuck to the stuff. Oh no, dirty nails, Chef. One of my cars years ago had no windows in the back. So I used plastic bags for windows. And when I was on the highway, the noise was unbearable and you can't see out the back of the car. Good Lord, how about putting a table together? I gave up. Now see, I made out okay with a couple of tables. But let me tell y'all, like, how many people, every time you put something together, you always got some extra parts when you finish. So you know that's not right. And I'd be like, okay, now, why is this left over? It's up, but I got extra pieces left. You know that's not put together right. They don't give you no extra. Every once in a while, they give you an extra piece. But somebody will take it apart and put it back together, and they don't have any extra pieces. So that lets you know that something in paradise didn't work out for you. And don't talk about no plastic up on no car. Don't even talk about the stuff that you try to fix on a car. Now, see, here's the thing. I can fix a flat. I don't want to fix a flat, but if I had to fix a flat, I know how to fix a flat. I know how to check the oil. But come on now. That stuff, by the time you finish with that car, you be like, yo, what happened? I'm filthy. Never mind. Never mind. I'll wait. Somebody come help. I'll fry you some fish and some chicken wings while you out there. I cook and I do all that kind of stuff. And I can mastermind the blueprint. I can even sometimes draw a blueprint. But I'm not about to be out here wheeling and dealing and all up underneath the car trying to get the oil pan out. Scoop done fell down. No, we're not doing that. That is me, yes. I know what you mean. I put a grill together and I had 15 extra screws. So I told my ex-girlfriend we hit the jackpot. Put those screws in the extra toolbox. In the toolbox. Oh no, don't talk about putting up no grill, right? Let me tell y'all what happened, right? I done put the whole grill together and I thought I had did good, right? And then it was these little wrenches things that you're supposed to put in between the grill and the leg to keep the heat from traveling from the grill down the leg. I didn't have one of those on the grill. They're like, what's these pieces over here? I'm like, why do I always have some pieces that didn't get put where it should be? I'm about to burn the grass down because the heat gonna go down the grill into the leg, down into the grass, and the house gonna be on fire when I look up. They like, oh, you just stay off the stuff. Just stay off the stuff. You cook the food. We got the grill. And don't talk about lighting the charcoal. You see, I ain't got the real eyebrows right. Well, I done burned them off too. It's bad enough they thin, but I done put so much charcoal on the grill and I'm just pouring fluid. Yeah, we gonna get this stuff going. Help! Hey, hey, I'm not the only one that done did that. I made it though. I knew to get back. I know what you mean. Okay, hold on. I thought I was doing something, and then my neighbor came and said, that table is not right. I said, it looked to me, and then he fixed it. Hey, well, at least he fixed it. Because it ain't nothing like somebody telling you something not right, and then they can't fix it. Then mind your business then. Hey, I tell you, I done had some stuff, and I just be like, ugh. Even the stand-up lamps, I done had to go wiggle around with them. Now, how hard can a stand-up lamp be? But you can get some of them that can give you a difficult time, too. Next thing you know, you screwing and a this and a that, and I broke the lamp. I'm telling y'all, I just be tearing up stuff. I don't know if I'm heavy-handed or what the problem is, but I'll be like, oh, my goodness. The man didn't tear it up. I done tore it up. Oh, we're not even going to talk about starting a fire. And I don't play with fire either. Don't start burning nothing and something catch on fire. You talking about help me put it out. I'm going to help you put it out. Phew, I'm gone. We better call 911 quick. The girl I had it backwards. Now I can do a little bit better. See, here's the thing, right? Once I find out what I did wrong, the next time around, I usually can get it right. So at least that's a plus. I may get it wrong the first time, but the next time around, I'm going to get it right because I know what I did wrong. First time to start a fire, use a whole phone book flames. Was everywhere, but the hot dogs only took 40 seconds to cook. Anytime there's a barbecue, I get that, what they call it, match lit. when you don't have to be pouring all that oil and stuff. Because what I be thinking is a little bit be a lot, and I be trying to make sure all of the charcoal get wet, so we can get this cookout going, and it's not gonna keep going out on us. Next thing you know, the fire is hot. I'm like, whoa, let that thing cook down. And see, another thing I didn't know is when the fire is hot, you can't put the food on it just because it's low, because now it's still hot. You got to let it cool off a little bit and burn down a little bit. Honey, I threw them hamburgers and hot dogs up in there. Them things look like, I don't know what. They look like they were the charcoal. When I pulled that lid up, I was like, uh-oh, we got to throw all these out. I'm telling y'all. But I done got better. Like I said, if I do something wrong the first time, I do know what I did wrong. Hey, hey. Now I see why I'm the type of woman that I need somebody. I really do. I'll be sitting here like, what is wrong? What are some things that challenges y'all that you never want nobody to know challenges? Because it's always that stuff you don't even want to admit that you can't do it. Oh, I tell the kids all the time, this is not the area where my talent comes in. Me too. Now I know how to do it real, right? Once you do it wrong a time or two, if you do it wrong more than 2 times, you just got a problem, and it's not normal. I'm not getting ready to keep messing up the same task. I might mess up and strip something a few times, but at least I know what to do. Giving directions. Oh, Lord. Let me tell y'all something, right? I'm from New York City. Some of y'all know that. And I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you come down to the South and somebody give you some directions, it go a whole nother way than it go in New York City. In New York City, you could say, okay, I'm on, say, Washington Avenue, and I want to go to Nostrand Avenue, and I'm on Sterling, and I want to hit Park. So they'll tell you, okay, just keep going straight down Sterling until you hit Nostrand, and then, go over to Park Place. And if it's going the other direction, they'll say, well, go a block over, hit Park, and just keep going straight until you get to Nostrand, right? But it don't go like that in the South. I pull over, sir, can you help me? I'm trying to get over here. Okay, what you want to do is you want to go all the way, 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 all the way down there, right? And when you get to the railroad track, you want to go all the way over the railroad track. You want to make a right. You want to go all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way down about 3 lights. You're going to go down 3 lights. So do you know what street it is? You just go 3 lights. And if you live in the South, you don't go by what street you're on. You're gonna go to the lights, the railroad, and if it's something over there that they can tell you, oh, if you see Walmart, you're gonna make a left at Walmart, and you're gonna go two lights down past Walmart, all the way, 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 all the way down. Shout out to the South. I'm bad at that. Oh Lord, yeah, don't give directions, sweetie pie. Whenever my sister had her church members over, I would grab a hammer and go in the kitchen to act like I'm working to impress her female friends. Some of the women love a man who can use a hammer, so I would pretend I knew what I was doing. After I tore things up, I would tell my sister she might need to call maintenance. Right, right. Yes, snake roads. Yes. Go all the way, 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 and make a left, and then you're gonna go down past 3 lights, and then you're gonna go all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Oh, they tickle me. I used to be like, well, what street is it? So when I get to the street, I know to make a left. No, 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 no. Don't worry about the street. Don't worry about the street. Let's go all the way on. You're gonna go past 3 lights, and then you're gonna see a tire shop. And when you see that tire shop, you're gonna make a left. And when you make that left at that sign shop, you're gonna go all the way, and you're gonna see a small merge. Don't pass the merge now. Duck yourself up in that merge, and once you get in that merge, you're gonna see your neighborhood. Oh Lord, I'm all the way lost. I love to talk to like country guys that's really country, right? They always tickle me because I like to tickle them and they like to tickle me. And I'm like that with my country female friends too, right? They pick on me and I pick on them. But the thing that tickled me the most is when I'm talking to them and they start explaining stuff. And I'll be like, oh my goodness. What kind of liquor you drank? Malibu. Malibu, what's in that? It's a pina colada drink. What's pina colada? Coconut and pineapple. Oh, you drank that? Yes. Right, just get me a Uber. Let me get where I'm going. And I don't like to be lost. Because you know what, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. And don't y'all laugh at me. But when I get lost, if I can't find myself, I'll cry. I'm here, I'm driving around over here, I'm lost. Then sometimes you try to get some help, and people will keep going. You be, excuse me. They look at you like, ew, I ain't stopping. And now you really lost. And see, when it comes to highways and stuff, I'm better on local streets than highways. Because y'all know I can't see that good. And now here come all this traffic. I'm out here lost. I'm trying to look at the signs and drive. And then it ain't like I'm the best driver on the block. So I'm steady going up and down. And then I see something saying it's the place I need to be. I'm in the wrong lane. Now I'm trying to get over. Nobody won't let me in. I done missed my exit. Oh, now I'm trying to stay in this lane thinking, okay, I'm going to make it this time. Now I'm coming the other way and it's in the other lane. I'm in the wrong lane, done missed another exit. Now I'm frustrated. Now I'm trying to find out how to go without getting on the highway. Just all the way. I'll just go all the way. I live in New York City and get lost here. Now, come on, they got a bus, train, and everything on every other corner in New York City. If you get lost in New York City, you just really got a problem. Never ask a country person for directions. No. And don't ask them what's in the food either. Just figure it out because they're going to take you around the mulberry with that too. You can ask them one question about the food and they're going to start telling you how their grandmama used to make biscuits and how she put this and that and gravy. And you're like, ooh, I'm just tired just listening. But you're right, sweetie pie. That was a good one. Directions. And when you give people directions, give them precise directions. Directions that they can go to and know where they're going. Directions that they can go to and figure it out. Not directions they're going to go to and get more lost than they was before they even started out. How I'm worse off than I was. At least I was halfway home. Now I'm way back across town. I get way back over here. I done went all the way out of my way. But the one thing I will do, right, because I learned this as a child, if you get in directions, make sure you find a landmark. If you find your way, find you a landmark because I do really well with landmarks. Okay, what's over here? Okay, there's the bank. If I can get to this bank, I know I'm close to home. And now I'll count how far I need to go from this bank to turn or twist. And that's how I learn. Oh, there's a brick wall over there on that house. When I see that house, I know to go ahead and make that turn. I'm right the street. Now, let me look at the house on the corner of my block and kind of get a picture of what it looked like. So when I see it, because you know, some of these houses start looking the same, especially when you can't see, and especially in the South, it be dark as the back of your hand down here. You got to carry a flashlight with your floodlight. And then somebody coming this way and you going that way, and they got their high beams on. Turn them down. You see me kind of find where I'm trying to go? I guess they are too, right? They said, I ain't turning these high beams down. I'm halfway where I need to be. I ain't about to be lost again. Because one stop off, you might be on a highway when you look up. Like this country folks say, get going while the getting is good. Yes, you better get out there while that light's still out. Because once that light go down, if you don't know where you at, you will be lost. Ugh. When I first came down here, I was like, how was these people doing like 45 and 50 miles as dark as it is? And they going around them turns, woo, and my little butt going around doing about 10 miles an hour. They just passing me, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the kids be like, come on, mom, now you could go a little bit faster than that. I can't see. My daughter had to learn to drive as soon as driver's ed at school opened up. She was like, oh no, we're not going to be doing 10 miles an hour, Mom. That's just ridiculous. But then these roads are narrow too. You look around, you be in a doggone ditch, and you know if you get in that ditch, now you got to call somebody to come get you out the ditch. We ain't know nothing about no ditch in New York. You get down here and drive if you want, like you don't have no sense. Your tail will be in that ditch. I said, not today. There's no landmarks in the country. We used to use situations as a landmark. Situations like what? Now my landmark is the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General stores or the discount stores. But whatever they are, you better make sure that you remember, okay? And then see over here, we got a couple of gas stations that's the same name. So now you got to say, okay, you got to get to the third one. Don't you turn on that first or second one. So if you come in here, you're going to see one, pass it. You're going to see two, pass it. And turn on the third one. And don't forget to count them now. Because if you get lost, I don't know how to tell you to come from up in there. Because I ain't never been up in there. I make sure I'm precise. This is where I'm supposed to be. People come out here and they be like, oh, you know what? I don't know where that is. I don't live around there. I know how to get where I live at. All that extra stuff across town, a few places I might know. But I'm not just out here exploring. My name ain't Dora. When you come to the fork in the road, hit that. Right, left shoulder. Feel like you're doing the stanking leg. Left shoulder real good. Then turn where Billy Bob lived and go straight down the road over yonder. Just keep going. No, that's exactly right. That's exactly how they explain it to you. I don't know nothing about where Billy Bob used to live. What you talking about, Willis? Ah, after a while, I'll be no good. I'll be no good. All I can say is, you know what? I'm going home before it gets dark. That way I know how to see my way back. And then another thing I learned how to do, I don't go too many places if I don't know which lane I need to be in, especially if it's heavy volume. Because I'm not going to be trying to come from the third lane to get off because I done messed up at the wrong exit. Now everybody, yeah, I'm, woo, kids, mama, what you doing? Okay, we all right, everybody. Hold still. I got everybody. Wig's doing the stanky leg too. It's about to fly off your head. Hold on, Wig. Okay, we back in the right lane. We ain't missing this exit. I ain't about to be lost again today. Because when you get lost, that's embarrassing. You're a grown woman and you keep getting lost. And then you keep pulling over at the same places. And they looking like, ain't that lady that was lost over there? You done got lost again? You need to go back to New York then. You don't even need to be down here if you lost again. And how you gonna teach the kids how to come home and you can't find your way back to the house? Don't y'all laugh at me. Hey, we can't be good at everything, right? And another thing that I struggle with, and I've been doing a little bit better lately, but I still am struggling, is the internet. Oh, oh Lord. By the time I get off of here, I have a migraine trying to figure out some of this stuff. Y'all see, I don't even have an official broadcast intro. I haven't even sat down and even took a Tylenol to work on that yet. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to sit down here and just something say it ain't today though. My head ain't hurting today and it's hot too. Not today. Now I'll move on past it. Then some days I'll get in here and I'll say, well, okay, let me figure out a couple of things. And don't call somebody to help you and they confusing you more than you was already confused before they started helping you. And you sitting here saying, oh, let me just get off this internet. And then they mean well, so you don't want to seem like you just being a mess. And they saying like, okay, do this and now do this. And then everything they saying, do you see this? No. Do you see that? No. Well, you should see this. No. And then my daughter say, well, Mom, do you got the app downloaded? Or you just Googled your way in? Download the app. Okay, okay, okay. My head hurts. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. I know somebody that got a headache trying to use that StreamYard. I know I wasn't the only one. Yes, there's all kind of stuff on the internet that you have to figure out. Yeah. Now I can do some figuring stuff out because I like puzzles, right? And I do good with word escapes and stuff like that too. But when I get on this internet, I don't know if I'll be stressing myself out or what. But before I know anything, I got a migraine. That's my point. We use these situations for directions. Everybody know Billy Bob and his wife Annie Pearl hit that house over there. Didn't keep going right there now till you get where you going real fast. Yep, real fast. Yep. And then what they be talking about is right around the corner. I'm thinking, see, that's another thing. In New York, when they say right around the corner, they mean literally right around the corner. Down here, oh, the food line right around the corner. You go down there and you go around the corner. I'm going around the corner and just a driving and driving. Well, when we gonna get to it? We about 3, 4 blocks down. Yeah, that was it down in there. Oh, say go on and go on and go on. At least I know to keep going, keep going, keep going. Not right round the corner. It ain't right round the corner, people. I'd be like, oh boy, I had a big headache. Yeah. Until you know what's embarrassing? When I done been in here struggling, right? And now I done just got worn out. I got to go take a shower and lay down. I done worn myself out so bad trying to figure this crap out, right? Then my little 9-year-old granddaughter come in here. And she'll say, what's wrong? And I say, well, I was trying to do this. She'd be like, where? Let me see. Click, click, click. Clack, clack, clack. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Here you go, Grandma. And I just sitting there. As you know, that's embarrassing, right? And she was like, that was easy. All you had to do. Really? Really? Now you're just going to make me just feel embarrassed. And then my daughter told me, she said, like, if I call somebody for technical support, right? She have done that on her job, so she taught me some pointers. And she said, Mommy, follow instructions. Don't start pressing stuff before they tell you to press it, because sometimes you need to just get to it. Don't get to it and press it. I done got so ridiculous. I'll tell them, well, is it a way that you can take control of the cursor and you do it? They just be like, yeah, I can. Put this here link in and I'll just do it. And sometimes I do well because I remember what she told me and I just listen. And then I try to figure it out. Because they'll say, okay, ma'am, what you need to do is go to this, right? And you know what I tell them? I say, do I press it? I'm not pressing nothing till they say yes. Because I'm not starting all over because I wasn't supposed to press it. Go down and look for something. So you know what I do? I wait until they say, well, press it. I say, do I press it? They say, yes, I press it. Then I say, now what am I looking for? You're not going to have me over here. Ugh. Yes, I done turned into Snow White. I don't want to go lay down. Let me get me a nap. Who's the one that went to sleep? Goldilocks? Yeah, I done felt like three bears could come in on me because I done had it. Find me a bed. Who bed is this? I need to lay down. I done wore myself out trying to figure out this internet crap. Ugh. And don't forget, but back when I was in school, none of them programs is even working no more. Jeez. As you can tell, Queen, I know nothing about the internet. And to be quite frank, I don't want to know. Me either. We are the blind leading the blind. Yes, kids be knowing how to work the internet. Yes, and very well. Even all the games, they play all the games. They love to play me because I always get out quick. And then they be there for a long time and I'll start doing something else. And after about an hour, they'll say, your turn, never mind, I don't want to play no more. I keep getting out in 5 minutes and you keep taking an hour or two to get out. Sometimes the whole day. And I keep on, they sit there and wait because they know I'm going to sit there and they like to laugh at me, right? Because I can never play a game and have a good day. And I think the kids get a kick out of that alone because I'm on the game. They're coming. I'm gonna get caught, y'all. What I do? Where I go? Where I got? Child. Oh, I done fell. They like, why, Grandma? You supposed to push the B and the A or to do the this and the that and jump like this. And I tried again. I done fell down the lane again. They like, good goodness, what you be doing? Then sometimes at night, I try to practice while everybody's asleep so I don't be so embarrassed. And every now and again, I'll get the hang of a game, but I won't tell them. And when it's time to play again, they be like, oh, Grandma, you got it. Yeah, we going to play this game because y'all ain't going to keep beating me every time. Yes, I'm so old school. This news technology have me looking crazy all the time. This new technology, yeah. And then they like to do it. No, show me so I can learn. These kids something else. I used to tell my granddaughter, don't be getting on back camera Facebooking me. Don't be getting on that camera. Yeah, you know, and then they'll expect you to know how to do all this stuff. Especially when the cam came out on the phone and all of that. Somebody was calling me on FaceTime and I was looking like, why is it looking funny? What's wrong with the screen? So I had enough sense to answer. Hey, what's up? What's up? How you get on my phone? Click, get off my phone. They talk about, what's up, girl? What's up? I don't want to be bothered right now. Get on off of my FaceTime. Looking crazy. Oh, you can't even walk around looking crazy in your own house no more because you don't know who's going to be calling you on FaceTime. And they good to do it early in the morning. You barely open up your eyes. Really? Get off my phone. And you didn't wash my face yet. And then you got those who will keep calling back. Why are you calling back? It's the right number. I'm sure you see my name in your call log. I'm not getting ready to answer. Leave me alone. I'm gonna text you most of the time if I'm on FaceTime you. Hey, what you doing? I'm getting ready to call you on FaceTime. Okay. Well, no, I'm busy right now. I don't feel like it. I'm laying in bed with hubby or boo thing or whoever, whatever. Hey, those are my challenges. I live in my truth. There are things I'm excellent at, but there are things I am absolutely lousy at. And then I can't stand when I don't know how to do something because I'm not that person that don't want to be able to do stuff. Even when I went to the gym for the first time, right? Everybody at the gym just walking up to the machine, dip, 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 dip. They doing whatever timers or whatever have you. I'm sitting on the machine looking at the stuff. Okay, what was they just pushing? What do I need to do? The people looking over their peak because instead of being nice enough to come say, well, let me help you, man, they looking at each other like she don't have no clue what to do. That'll give me a good excuse to get off, right? Then after a while, I call one of the instructors, come here, can you help me, please? They'll come over there, oh, what you do on this machine is this over here. And one time I got on a machine, right, I was so embarrassed. I'm at Planet Fitness, and this big old man, right, he got off the weight machine, right? So I didn't know you're supposed to change the weight pounds and stuff. So I sat down and he was dragging them weights, right? So I sat down and I went to pull the thing and it wouldn't come down. So I was looking around like this man just got out of here and I wiped the machine down and sat down. So I know I should be able to work because it worked. He just finished. Then I started saying, well, did he break it? Is that why he got off? So I'm sitting there. So once again, somebody came and they was like, how you doing? And I said, I'm okay. I can't get this to work. And I was trying to pull it. So the girl went to pull it. But when she went to pull it, she couldn't pull it either. And then she looked down and she pointed and she said, look. And I looked and I realized he had more weights on there than the Lord allowed. So I couldn't pull it because I couldn't pull all that weight. So she started laughing and she said, when you sit down, you got to see how much weight they got on the person that was in front of you. There's nothing wrong with the machine. You just got to take some of that weight off the machine, stick the thing in a lower level so that you can actually do it. So she said, how many pounds you want to do? So I said, well, give me about 20. I think I might can pull that over. So she put it down to 20, and I was able to do that. I said, no, lower it on down to about 10. I'm a new jack. I ain't here to just break my back in here. But I was sitting there like, oh, what is wrong? I am out the loop. Queen, do you remember rotary phones? Yes, I remember them rotary phones. Yes, how about some people call you at 3 a.m. in the morning? Well, that's the normal for me. People don't have no time zone for me because they know I'm always alert and around some kind of way. So they'll be like, okay, I'm bored, ain't nobody to talk to. Let me see if she won't. And they'll hold a whole conversation till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I say, okay, bye. And I do it to Brody all the time. And sometimes he'd be like, girl, it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I'm from New York. I'm a Nighthawk. You had to put your finger in the hole and whip it around the circle. And the noise was so loud, yes. And your parents always knew when you was on their phone because they hear that rolling. You had to do every number, not hurry up and go and take the silence and mute the sound out of the phone, everything. Who on that phone? Get off that phone. I remember those phones. My grandmother had that phone. Yes, mine too. And don't forget this. You know how back in the day they didn't have call waiting. So if you was on the phone, all the person kept getting was a busy signal. Don't you top that phone. Get off of that phone. Somebody might be trying to get through and they can't get through because you tied up the phone. Get your butt off that phone. You couldn't cupcake. And I tell these kids, they got cell phones and they own little stuff going on. We couldn't cupcake on no phone because we didn't have it like that. Get off that phone. You talk for you a couple of minutes if you're lucky. The babies got phones and iPhones. I wish I would have asked for a $500, $600 phone growing up. You better get up there and find you a hustle. They wasn't buying you no big old expensive stuff. You'd be lucky if you had a walkie-talkie. That's how about when be listening to your phone calls upstairs in her room. See, I didn't really too much have that problem because most of the time it was a phone, so you ain't have to too much worry about that. Oh no. Somebody come calling. Can I speak? No. Now go outside. Once you get ready to go outside, see them outside. Get off that phone. That's the good thing. That's the good thing when you can actually remember all the fun, all the excitement of growing up and all the different things. Technology has really come a long, long way. A long ways. I can remember when we had to heat up everything on the stove or in the oven. It wasn't no microwave. Microwave. And my dad, to the day he expired, he would not eat out that microwave. He used to tell you that's when all this cancer coming from. I'm not eating that radiation. Don't heat my food up in that microwave. Get me a pan and put it in that doggone oven or heat it up on top of the stove. Turn it down low. But don't you put my stuff in that microwave. Yeah, the pager. I remember the pager. I had pages and stop pages. That was the first experience I had with tech. Excuse me, text. I got the hiccup. Stop pager. I think I have a couple of my old games too in here somewhere in one of these keepsake boxes. Yep, beat me. That's on you. You had somebody beat you. You find your phone and call them back. But the stop pager you can actually text. So I should love that. I can remember when them first big old cell phones came out. Them things looked like a house phone. They were so big. They came a long ways with that too. Mhm. These kids today got it made. I tell them y'all have it made. Made. These teenagers driving and all that. You better get your hind part on that bus. You want a car, you'll buy yourself one. Yes, they had so big the cell phone. Yeah, they were so big. Them things was looking like a house phone. It might have been bigger than some of them cordless phones, but some of them cordless phones was huge too. They was pretty cool, right? I remember when I got my first cordless phone. I was so happy. I went outside, right, but I went too far out of range and the phone went off. I thought the phone was broke. I thought you could take it anywhere, like how you do these cell phones. Then somebody said, no, you can't go too far from the base. How about the penny stores with the candy? Well, penny, yep. Those old cell phones used to have them long antennas, yep. Yes, memory lane. Go down memory lane. I tell you one thing, I always made sure I found a way to get one, whatever it was. I'm gonna find me a way to get one. 'Cause I'm gonna find a way to talk on that phone. I was so happy when I got a phone that was mine that I can talk on and ain't have to worry about getting off or letting somebody else use it. You gotta remember the Easy Bake Oven. My cousins used to love them. Yes, we had those. My parents brought us those for Christmas. Yes, we was coming out. Our games was totally different than today's games. I love board games. I got board games here to this day. The Easy Bake Oven back in the day was most girls' first experience at cooking. That was the first time you had something that you could actually cook on. Yep. My grandgirls even had Easy Bake Ovens. They still around. They're classic. I love Monopoly. Oh, that game used to drive me crazy. I used to try to lose. And every time I think I'm out of money, I would go past and they would give me $200 more. Oh, this game ain't gonna never end. I like Scrabble. Monopoly start off fun, but after a while I'll be like, oh no, especially if you done bought up everything and this and that and you keep going around and people gotta keep paying you. That game is an all night, all day game. Mm-mm. I don't have the patience. After a while I'll be like, you want here, take the No, I would never play Monopoly again. 5 months ago, me and my family played Monopoly and it took us 3 days to finish. Yes. Hello, welcome to the village. I'm Doug. Welcome to the village. Uno card games and chess and checkers and Twister and Candyland. I love Uno right now to this day. Moody loved Candyland though. I had to make a video about it. Oh, no one never loses in Monopoly. I tried my best. Yes, it's like, oh, y'all have worn me out. Now I'm tired. I'm ready to go eat or something. I'm tired. This game is over. Everybody pick pass and go get $200. Oh, get the oh, you done landed over here. Pay me this. You trying to hurry up. I'll give you an extra 100. Oh, I'll give you an extra 50 just to get off the game. M. Third don't speak English. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the village. But that was the fun times when people really knew how to enjoy their family. You went out there and you made the best of what you had. Christmas came around, you got things that you can use as a family to be, active with one another. Rainy days, everybody pulled out their board games and, movies. Don't forget the VCR tapes and the 8-track tapes. Some big old doofy things. How about Double Dutch with the wires? Yep, yep. That's when kids had fun. They knew how to go outside and play. And that's when you can say, while I'm cooking dinner, y'all go out front and play and get out of my hair a little while. Now you send your kids outside to play, you don't know if they're going to make it back in. Double Dutch with a large phone cord. That's right. That's right. Telephone man come to put that phone line up. You got, excuse me, mister. Can I have a piece? And every day at a certain time, you bring that Double Dutch rope out. Because you already know it's getting ready to be time to jump. My cousins used to play hopscotch. We still play hopscotch. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, Mother May I. Yep. That's when kids had a life. They could actually play outside without feeling like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to me? Get all the kids in the community. We still like to play still the bacon in the can or whatever you call it. See, children back when we were growing up, they had a childhood. We might have been grown in certain kind of ways, but overall, we had a childhood. We knew what it was to be a child. A lot of these children done past their childhood. They just went from being an infant to a toddler to an adolescent grown. They never made it to teenage, from adolescent to grown. Weekends come, everybody knew, go get your chores done. Kids coming outside at a certain time, you want to be able to get out there and play. Play, they don't want to play. Mm-mm. Not today, they don't. Yeah, we have fun. I love Scrabble. I'll sit there and I'll play with the dictionary if I have to, but I love to play. And I'm good with words. I have this game. I don't know if y'all can see this game. Let me see. This is the game I play. I got thousands and thousands of coins. Look at my score. How do I make it so clear? I think the lights is making it not show up properly. I'm at level 3055, but you got to spell. Let me see if it'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And that's what I do. So I may not be that great at doing yard work, but I'm a little brighter than I look. And I used to love spelling bees. I love spelling bees. I love that game. Word escape. Sometimes at night I'll sit there and I'll just keep going and going and going. And I don't like to not be able to get a word. If I can't get a word, I'll be like, I'm gonna sit here until I get this word. And I have spent hours trying to find a word. And sometimes after I just struggle to the brink of almost tears, I'll just be like, just press one of the things and get some help. And if you got coins or something like that, you can use your coins to get help. But I got thousands and thousands, hundreds and thousands of coins because I don't want to use the coins. That defeats the purpose. Visual and mystery games, yep. 8-track tapes and the will to will, yep. To me, I think if kids had a lot of the stuff that we had growing up, things might be a little bit easier. I've been getting mad when I don't win. Yeah. Sometimes I do, only when I really have just really, because I don't like to lose my points. So if I lose more than a certain amount of points, trying to figure something out and have to keep using a clue, and every time you use a clue, they take some points. That's when I be like, Ugh. But everyone's goal is to play to win, right? Yeah. My favorite board game would be Trouble. I love that game. And this challenging too when you got to keep waiting to pop that six to get out. And then time you get out and you get your couple of men out, somebody get them all back in, and you're like, oh. But I enjoy trying to get a six, trying to get a six, trying to get a six. And I still got that game. Yeah, I love board games. When it starts raining and my granddaughter is here, I'll be like, okay, let's see what we can dig out and make a day out of it. Get our little stuff, set it up, and we be right there having the time of our life. Yours is Sorry. Yeah, I played that too. Me and my brother got into a big fight over Hungry Hungry Hippo because he cheated and I tried to choke him to sleep. Laugh out loud. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I remember that game when you got to keep doing that with the hippo. Yep. But again, that's when games were fun. Let me see. Trouble. Ooh, not Monopoly. I don't never want to see that game again. Chess is interesting if you know how to play chess. Checkers, it's okay. Connect Four is a pretty cool game. Twister, hmm, I used to like Twister. Now I can't see myself being in it, twisting and trying to beat up. Never mind. We done fell down on everybody and messed up the game. Like, what happened? She done got her tail over here and done crushed everybody. Trying to twist and turn. She knew she couldn't get in that position. So y'all finished with y'all challenges? Have everybody talked about what challenges them? What about stuff like skating and riding bikes and stuff like that? Are y'all good at that? Can you actually ride a bike? Can you actually skate? The best game as far as phones are concerned is the game called Private Kings, but it will get you mad as heck because people keep blowing up your island. It's fun. I saw that. I just never downloaded it, but I did actually see it. My day is pretty good. I feel a little bit better today. Every day I try to, do a little bit more, a little bit more. It's just so hot. Mm, it is hot. And I don't do well with all that humid heat. So that's the only thing that kind of, throw me off after a certain time until the sun goes down. But other than that, it's not that bad. No skating, I can't. All skating is fun, especially when you go with a bunch of people to the skating rink. But these skating rinks today, you don't even really have to know how to skate. You can still go have fun because they have the little areas you can just stand around and hang out or sit down or dance in. I haven't really skated in a while. I don't know what I would do if I fall. Go with a bunch of people that when they start falling, they start grabbing people. Yo, what are you doing? Love skating. Can you ice skate? I haven't done that in the longest neither. I went to Central Park and I learned to ice skate there. Hey Candace, welcome to the village, Candace. What's your biggest challenge, Candace? Bowling, I love. Yeah, bowling can be alright. In the summertime, me and my grandkids go to the skating rink. That's nice. Hey Candace, how have you been? We've been just fine. How have you been, Candace? I'm surprised you're not at work. My highest score is 256. How Candace? What's tomorrow and Wednesday? Okay, okay. I won't be surprised if you don't go in just to do overtime, Candace. How you enjoying your new apartment, Candace? I like the music good there. Yeah, Tuesday. Oh, okay, you off for a Tuesday. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Have you ever been to Global? That's where they turn off the lights and the bowling pins are different colors, and there is a jackpot. No, I've never been there, but that sounds like it's fun. I love it. I have peace and quiet. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know you can't wait to get in. I know you can't wait to get in. And this is the summer too. Oh, have you had anyone come visit you at your apartment yet, Candace? And do y'all actually, this goes to everybody, do y'all actually like visitors? Do you all actually like visitors at your home? I was in a bowling league back in the early 2000s. Rather. My biggest challenges are turning people the way I should. My biggest challenges are trusting people the way I should. I can relate. Why do you think you are? That's a challenge for you, Candace. Trust is a challenge. It really is because you can't trust everybody. So I feel you on that. Yes, I do love for people to come over so I can cook. Okay, okay. I don't spoil them with the cooking. Every time somebody come, they want me to cook, but not just light stuff. Can you make this and this and this? Like, come on now, I want to sit down too. I do not mind business as long as they give me a heads up. Don't just pop up. Oh, Lord, hush your mouth and keep talking. Yeah, don't just pop up. And I can't stand for somebody to call and you don't answer and then they pop up. Really, you just gonna pop up over here? Don't just pop up over here. Me too, Mr. Pounds. Yes. Call first, because I might not feel like being bothered. And see, my friends laugh at me, right? You can see me in here and hear me in here and know I'm here. And if I don't want to be bothered, I'm not answering my door because you didn't make arrangements to come over here. They better call before they come. Yes, I will be coming to your house. I love to eat. Who don't? I've been trying to make some healthy choices. I got some little sugar free. Let me show y'all that. Some sugar free spearmint and some sugar free caramel candies. And that's been my little snack for me to munch on in between time and water. I've really cracked down, guys, because if you cheat, you only cheat yourself, right? So I said, okay, I got to get myself together. So I, went and bought me some things that I could actually have. But when it comes down to food, I'm gonna eat a regular meal. I'm just gonna not act like I never saw food before. Excuse me. My granddaughters are good for doing that. They try to be slick, talking about we wanted to check on you. Okay, then why do y'all have clothes packs? I just eat chicken and cow and turkey, no pork. Me neither. I'm pretty much the same. I don't even eat a lot of beef and stuff no more neither. I mainly eat chicken, fish, like salmon and stuff like that, and turkey. I don't really eat red meat that much neither because I don't trust these animals. I barely want to eat the chicken and stuff. So you figure it out. Plus, I've been getting on this veggie kick, and a lot of stuff that I eat actually comes in veggie style. So I've been trying to work with that too a little bit and try to, get some of this extra weight off of me and get myself back down and, be a little more physically active. It's bad enough it's too hot to be out there running up and down. And then, Queen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I have to keep it real. Oh, I'm going to eat me a big bowl of cinnamon toast crunch tonight. Well, you work hard. You young. Your metabolism can knock that down. You'll be okay. I stopped eating pork because I'm following the Bible dietary. That's nice, Candace. It do speak against pork. A lot of people don't realize that, but the Bible do speak against pork. I made pepper steak with rice and corn. She loved rice and corn. I declare she loves us some rice and corn. Corn on the cob today. Nothing wrong with that either. I'm having something simple. Salmon and salad. Easy as pie. Oh, that was Pounds who said he gonna have some cinnamon toast crunch. Well, you can have it as long as you don't like just go in there and eat the whole box down like you never saw cereal. Yeah, pepper steak, rice and corn. Boy, that's one of them simple but good meals. I know good and well it ain't going on 10 o'clock. It took us that long. We was messing around with that last live that long. Went almost 10 o'clock. Wow. On a weekday? Oh well. I try to make sure I eat salad and some fresh fruit. Yeah, me too. I need it because I'm trying to push off of some of the other stuff. And then when I get hungry, I still need some things that I can have. So I'm trying to do better with the vegetables and fresh raw food, things of that nature. I got some chicken salad ingredients in there. So I'll make a chicken salad one day, maybe some deviled eggs one day. I got some organic ground eggs. So I'm trying, y'all. It ain't easy just saying like, okay, surrender and just get back on track. But it pays off in the long run. I know if my doctor saw me right now, she would pistol with me. When I eat pizza, I put jalapeno and spinach on my cheese pizza. Okay, that's still better than putting all that meat, so that's good. I love the olives. Let me see, and I like when they do like the peppers and onions and stuff like that. It'd be a bunch of little vegetables and stuff. I love that. I just don't like the mushrooms. I don't really deal with that. And I like cheese pizza, but I don't like when they start putting all that extra cheese and it be too much cheese. I don't like too much. Yes, Candy, sound good. It sure do. My daughter like jalapeno peppers, and I love spinach. And I add turkey too. To it. Okay, okay. That's the benefit of when you're making your own. I like to do that sometimes too. Ooh, I don't know what be going on with me and these bras. Like they nice bras, but all of a sudden they just start digging on in my shoulders. I be like, come on, bro. I'm on live stream going, ow! He's just getting abused. Then I eat at night tomato and cucumbers with some ranch dressing. That is my snack. That's not bad. That's a pretty healthy snack. I made my own pizza. Yeah, those be good. I like that. Queen, it took us an hour and we still didn't achieve squat. We sure enough did. We sure did. But guess what? We'll figure it out. I promise you, Brody and know. I called it turkey jalapeno. Okay. Here's sweetie pie. You don't like cucumbers and tomatoes, Candace? With that ranch, I love them baby carrots with ranch, but I've been trying to eat the carrots without the ranch. Save a couple of calories. When I go back to the store, I gotta remember to get me some beans in the bag, the raw ones, and put them in that pressure cooker too. Make me some black beans and stuff like that. But there's a way you could also turn them black beans into a soup or like a sauce. And different beans and stuff. I just got to do better. And I like beans too. And beans are healthy. Lentils are healthy. So I got to really just focus. Oh, don't put ice cream up there. That makes me not eat cake and ice cream. Ugh. Ugh. That's one of my real weaknesses. Cucumber and tomatoes is a good little snack, especially with a little pepper or vinegar. Sprinkle you a little bit of that organic cider vinegar on them vegetables. Be good to go. Candace said, "Ah, no, no, no." What don't you like? Cucumbers or the tomatoes, or one or the other, or just both? Oh, why am I sleepy, guys? I'm gonna walk myself down. Are y'all homes nice and cool? Is it cool where you are? Thank the Lord for air. Whoever is not in air right now, I pray for them. I really do. That, a way is being made because it is no joke being hot. When some of this air went out, I thought I was going to lose my mind up in here. It's funny, I eat ketchup, but I hate whole tomatoes. A lot of people don't like tomatoes because of them seeds and that stuff that's attached to the seed. I don't really like the seeds in the tomato. I de-seed my tomato. I want to buy the tomato that have the seed, and then I take the seeds out and I'll slice it down and eat that. But I don't too much care for the tomato with the seeds all up in it. That is just nasty. That's my FAC is on. Yes. And I hate cucumbers. Do you like pickles, Candace? Yes, thank God for AC in the name of Jesus. In Central Air. You, Lord, 93 degrees. I know it was hot out there. You don't like the seeds either. Yeah, them seeds is nasty. I don't like nothing that got slime up on it. Like how some people like to take that okra and they'll cook it to where it's slimy and they can have that too. I don't like no foods that's not the right texture. I have my full attention. Yes. I'm sitting outside right now talking with y'all, my peeps. Yeah, I bet you happy you got your nice little vibe going. You got your little place. It ain't nothing like peace and harmony and peace of mind and being comfortable. I love to be comfortable. I don't want to be nowhere where I'm uncomfortable. So that's a blessing. Yeah, them okras be nasty. I'm gonna make me a pot of red beans and rice this weekend. Brody be killing that. He makes some good beans and rice. I got on my little shorts, y'all, so don't be looking like it's me crazy. Can you repeat that again, the Queen? It's nothing like being comfortable, honey, and peace of mind. Oh, yes. After a long day of work, you go home. You don't have to worry about nobody bugging you and getting on your nerve, and you just come on in your place and shut your door. What a luxury. People be trying to see if you home, you be ducking. Like, don't nobody come over here. I'm in a nice little space. I got out of all them hot clothes and stuff, took a shower, got cozy, got your little sip, whatever you're going to drink on. I love my ice water, honey. I get my little ice water. I like squash, but it can't be too soggy. I don't like no soggy vegetables. Yes, I can relate, sweetie pie. I'm talking about what you said. I couldn't make out what you said. What you talking about, Candace? I don't know what you're talking about, honey. I love my place. Thank God. Yes. I never had eggplant, but I would like to try it one day. Wait, what's that? Another one of my challenges. Cha-ching! I like the eggplant parmesan. That tastes good. But see, that's another thing. Instead of making meat all the time, you could take the eggplant and stuff like that, and instead of making chicken parmesan, you could make eggplant or other vegetables. It come out pretty good. It's all in how you be creative, basically, with the things that you enjoy. Oh, I said, do you like pickles, Candace? Do you like pickles? You said you didn't like cucumbers, so I asked you, do you like pickles? Because some people who don't like cucumbers don't like pickles, but some people that don't like cucumbers do like pickles. Sweetie pie had an eggplant with broccoli and cheese and green beans. Okay. What do eggplant taste like? I don't know. It tastes like food. It's all in how you cook it and how you season it up and stuff like that. But I don't like mine when it tastes mushy and soft neither. I like when it got like a little texture. What could I say? I don't know. What you think it tastes like, sweetie pie? See, she loves pickles. Yep. Right. I have to have taste for pickles, but I do love them. But I like crunchy pickles too. I don't like. I'm real funny with food, y'all. Even though I might like to eat, I don't just be eating any old thing. I am very funny when it comes to my food. It tastes like cabbage, not like cabbage to me. Oh, I can't explain it, but to me, it don't taste like cabbage. But have any of y'all actually had that stuffed cabbage? I'm gonna see if I can do that vegan style. You know how they have the vegan like crumbs that's something like chopped meat. I'm gonna see if I can actually use that to make like a stuffed cabbage. Use that and put it inside the cabbage with a sauce and cook it down with tomatoes and make some yellow rice. I made some jambalaya rice the other day. You could tell me nothing. And I used like two different types of turkey sauces. It came out good too. I'm learning how to do that. Yes, don't cook the vegetables down too much because then they be nasty to me. I don't like no vegetable when it tastes soft. I love cabbage. I put hot sauce and ranch on it, and no, it's disgusting, but I have bad taste buds. Right, you do. With cabbage, I like hot sauce on cabbage, but you know what tastes good on cabbage too? When you buy peppers and you cut them peppers up in that cabbage. Ooh, baby. And let me tell you something now, Malachi. You better not come on here on that feed that talking about Queen. All you talk about is food, because I did not bring up no food tonight. My steamed veggies. Okay. Certain ones taste good steamed. I like the steamed spinach. With cabbage, I like to fry it. Like I'll get me a nice little canola oil or something like that, or a dash of olive oil, and I'll fry it with an onion, maybe a little bit of carrot. I love that. I brought it up, right? Because you know that's the first thing Malachi gonna say. Dear buddy, always sitting in there talking about food. He loved picking on me. And then he see this live stream in the playback, he is going to laugh his behind him. Because he always saying, oh, here we go. I knew it wouldn't be long before they be talking about food. Hey, everybody relates to food, right? When you had a long day at work and you come home, sometimes you know you got some stuff in there you're going to whip up. You can barely wait to get in that house. Especially when you don't work hard and bought your little groceries. Please, I'ma still keep talking about food, Malachi. Oh, sweetie pie did. I don't know. Steamed vegetables is okay if you don't over steam them. I'd rather steam than boiled out. I can't stand when people cook food till it's mushy. And somebody said that most people that do that because they don't have teeth and they need to be able to eat the food without choking. So I guess that's okay if you really, really, really need to have mushy food. But I don't like nothing, even rice. Like if it's cooked down too much, I don't want it. You gotta get an air fryer. That is the best thing since white sliced bread. Right? Can you cook in there, Mr. Pounds? Mr. Pounds look like he can cook. He looked like he be in there putting that big mama stank on that food. You know how you be in there and you said, shoot, I'm from the country and my grandmama used to cook this. He was talking about some hot water cornbread. I was like, woo! Cook what, Candace? Lord have mercy. And stuff gotta look the right color too. Cause you ever looked at some food and you be like, well, how it come out that color? That's not the color it's supposed to be. I'll pass. Something might not taste right. Yes, pal. When my sister told me I got one, I love it. Yes, yes, yes. That's that. Air fryer pay for itself. It depends on what kind you want, but you can go buy you. If you're gonna get an air fryer, get you a good one, a nice big, what they call it, like the Big Daddy type of air fryer. I think you could catch them on sale for about $70 or $80, something like that, around about now. And you can put all kind of stuff in there, fry your chicken, your fish, fries, your onion rings, cheese sticks. Let's keep on going. And it's easy for the kids to make stuff too. They can actually put stuff in there. You just got to be careful and watch them with taking stuff out. Get them tongs so they can pick up their stuff with that. One time when I one time when I went to a barbecue and a potato salad and greens I didn't eat, I was mad too. One time when I went to a barbecue, they had potato salad with greens I didn't eat. I was mad too. What they had in the potato salad, green peppers. Oh, the potato salad was green. Oh, oh, yeah, that ain't it. That's not it. I don't want to eat no green potato salad. fried chicken, collard greens, cornbread, baked chicken, macaroni and cheese, sweet potato pie, and cabbage. Oh, woo! That's the layout right there. And right, if you're giving a barbecue, just make the food the right way. Don't nobody want to have to be trying to figure out what you put in the food. Make it the right way. Put green potato salad on your Sunday dinner plate or something. Don't cook the barbecue like that. That's what I want you to cook for me. Yes. Pass me a plate too, Candace. Wait, I'm not gonna cook all that. Laugh out loud. Fried chicken and baked chicken. Oh man. Say what Candace said, sweetie pie? Roman noodles and call it a day. Roman noodles ain't got nothing on that layout. Look, Candace, get up early. Get an early start. You can rest a couple of times. Make the baked chicken and the macaroni and cheese and cabbage, and then get back up and fry the chicken and make the collard greens. We'll be waiting. Yeah, and some good old potato salad. And when you make the potato salad, make sure you put enough eggs and onion and stuff in it too. We giving orders, right? We gonna tell them how we want the food, not just gonna make it how you see fit. Well, guys, it's time for me to go. I got a personal life. I got to get out of here. Yeah, I learned how to make potato salad for my mama. My mama can throw down on some potato salad, collard greens, and stuff like that. But when I start my video, this will be a cheddar bacon cheeseburger. Whoa. I will buy the groceries and you do the cooking. Whoa. No, don't go. Y'all still want to talk? It was going on 10 o'clock. I figured y'all was ready to go and relax and watch some TV, look at Lifetime, eat some of that food y'all talking about. Y'all crazy. I gotta go in there and find me something before it get too late. I should have been ate, but I wasn't hungry. So I think I'm gonna just eat one of the salmon patties and a little bit of salad, collard greens and hot sauces. Good on jokes aside. You better know it. That whole layout was good on jokes aside. I was looking at Lifetime now. Yes, I like me some Lifetime. Uh, okay, Candice, we'll stay a little bit longer. Yes, going on 9. You're an hour different from us in Oklahoma. How is it out there in Oklahoma, Candice? Are they still looting and protesting, or is that over now? And is they still looting and protesting where you at, Sweetie Pie and Pounds? Wow. They not looting no more though, are they? It's time for me to indulge in this cereal and listen to some music. Our folks be blessed. And until next time, may God be with you. Take care, pals. Enjoy your cereal. You should have had some frosted flakes because they great. Okay. Cinnamon toast crunch. Those be good too. I'm still laying across the bed drinking on this Mad Dog 2020. Woo. Yeah, you're gonna be falling off the bed in a minute at the rate you going. They protested on the highway and someone got hit. Oh no. But some of them was jumping all up in front of trucks. I said, now come on, enough's enough. I know I might want to get my point across, but I'm not jumping my hind part up in front of nobody's truck. Come on, I seen the man trying to inch. They started jumping all up, pulling the door. He was better than me because they'd have caught the Holy Ghost when I was stuck on that gas. Now, come on, stop picking on people and just being a nuisance. They trying to get where they got to go. And you protest, but be brilliant with it. Them people crazy. Then they gonna tear up all the stores and they gonna talk about everything in my community is torn down. You the one tore it down. Yeah, but I hope it'll be over soon and we can get back on track and everybody will do good. Because after a while, enough is enough. I thought y'all was leaving, so I guess I will stick around a little bit more. Let me grab my chair and sit in the corner for a second. Yeah, you was getting ready to go in there. Just how you sound when you said I'm getting ready to hit that cereal. You was getting ready to abuse that cereal. You was gonna be eating out of pot. Remember back in the days, people used to fix cereal in the pot. One of my managers went to the protest and she got tear gas. That's so sad. I'll tell you one thing, it's a lot of stuff that's coming out after the fact that's kind of crazy. When you look at it and you don't really know what to believe, like what's going on, what happened, what is really, good. And I know who's not going out there. It's time for me to sit down. I don't need to get myself in no kind of tragic situation. She's a dummy because she tried to get me to go. I told her, I ain't looking stupid like you. Right, you done got tear gas. Now I'm all for a cause, right? If you out here fighting for a cause and you trying to get justice or whatever the case may be, you doing what you got to do to, change the world. But honey, the game ain't fair and they getting away with the stuff they doing to folks. So if you don't go out there with a plan, that's how that happened to you. You gotta have a plan. And the plan can't be running up on them folks and not being prepared for what's gonna come, the consequences. She a dummy because she tried to get me to go. I hear you. No, I'm not going out there getting tear gas down. We going out there, we definitely ain't getting tear gas down. They just underestimate the the officers still. Some of the officers still is willing to lose their job. They don't care. A whole force of people just said, we resign, we ain't got to put up with this. So that lets you see how much they care. She showed me a video of her flicking off the cops. She'll be all right. I don't have time for it myself. I got bigger fish to fry. When this stuff come to trial, we'll see how it play out also. We got a whole president that haven't even said two kind words about not one person that has been killed. So that tells you where our, country stands. But hopefully it'll be over soon. People can go back and try to just regroup. It's not going to be easy this time, though, because it lasts too long. They done really tore up the P-PAC. But hey, hopefully we'll get some kind of justice for once. I'm not too fond of cops, but I ain't gonna go through nothing to put myself in a position to be arrested I stay away from cops, period. I hear you. It's one thing if you got to do what you got to do. By all means necessary, handle your business. But when it gets to the point where you just out here with no real cause, just acting a fool, and there was someone who said that a lot of these people don't even care about the deceased. And I have to agree. Some of them don't even know the person's last name that they, protesting for. They just out there tearing up stuff, and next week they wouldn't even go to a trial if it came up to say, okay, let's stand in the gap and be here for this person. I agree, they don't care about that man or his family. All they care about is what they doing, what they getting out of it. Hey, they owe me a big old flat screen TV because of what went on. Let me bust up in there and get me a couple of televisions out. Come on, everybody, get your shopping cart. This is free merchandise. They got insurance, so to pay for it. Bust the windows out and let's go on in. Open the door. I can't climb through the window. Let me go on through there. Every day coming back out. Hey, I'm not here to judge nobody. To each his own. But I'll tell you this. It's not in that young man's name. Don't do that. You did that because that's what you chose to do. But don't you put that in them young men's name or them family's name. That's Joe misfit. What if she got shot by one of them cops because she antagonized them? It happens. It's one thing I keep stating to have a cause and a purpose, but it's another thing to just be out there just trying to, fit in and be down, and next thing you know, you land on the ground. Mm-mm. I didn't get to see a lot of the footage of the stuff that was going on. I heard a lot of different stuff, and I did get to see some stuff. And it's unfortunate, some of the stuff I seen, I still haven't seen the aggression part from this young man, but hopefully I'll continue to see stuff. Some people say a lot of stuff have already been taken down, but you just have to worry about your well-being also. Try to make it home. I would be mad because she's the one that hired me. Wow. Sad. But you can't follow people either. You gotta use wisdom, and you have to know when to say, okay, we might be cool, but I'm not getting ready to go down that lane over there because that lane over there is just destruction. Nothing positive is coming out of that lane. So if I go over there, I have to be willing to deal with whatever comes with me being over there. And that means nothing positive. So now, how is she doing after they maced her? Is she doing a little bit better now? Or has she decided she's going to go back out there and do it again? Like, what's her situation? I would be mad because the one that when you at sitting in the corner, may I help you? Yeah, Mr. Pounds over there busting down that cereal. He done went and got that doggone bowl of cinnamon toast crunch. He's sitting there like this, watching that screen and tearing up that cereal. I'll stay on here till 10:15, and then I gotta escape. Cause I got some little things that I gotta see to too. I tell y'all, my day is always full of action. It never stops. When I log off of here, that doesn't mean that my day has ended and it's all good. That's why I really haven't been on here. I'm trying to get back on track offline too. She said she's going to go back out there. Okay, because you're too quiet. Let's send a shout out. I want to send a shout out to my niece and nephew, Cubs Den. and Blue Jeans that did an excellent job in coming in and raiding us earlier. We had an amazing time. And I just want to send y'all a shout out. Shout out to my best girl, Mary Jane TV Creations. Hey, Mary Jane, what's good with you? Hey, sis, how's it going? I have school tomorrow. I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Whoa. Yeah, that's early. Sometimes I'm up at that time too. Howdy, dear Mary Jane. What's good, Mary Jane? Shout out to Mary Jane TV Creations. What you been up to, Mary Jane? Talk to me, girl. I know your channel be lit. I got to make my way back over there, Mary Jane. I have been sick, and I'm just getting back up and running. But I was peeking in at some of the stuff that you had going on over there, and it was definitely interesting. That channel stay on fire, though. They stay lit. How's your family? Right. Trying to keep your head above water. Right. That's all you can do. Stay safe and keep your family safe. That's all you can do. Everything else will work itself out. Mary Jane, have you gotten any additional footage of what went down with George Floyd, other than what they were showing on television? You still hear Sweetie Pie from Kansas. Facts. Yeah. Sweetie Pie done dipped off with pounds to find her something to eat. I don't blame you, Mary Jane. That's right. You got to keep your head above water. You back at work already, Mary Jane? I don't have personal footage, but it's on Instagram and a bunch of other sites. Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can see something that I haven't seen. Because keep hearing all this different stuff, but when I look for the footage, I haven't seen it yet. They were saying he was being aggressive and this and that and that and this, but I'm not going to say he wasn't. I just haven't seen it. I like to see stuff with my own eyes before I start repeating. Not at work yet. I wish now, yep. Hopefully soon. I see that, they're starting to slowly open stuff up, but I'm still not that comfortable really with being out in the crowds yet. Kansas over there cracking up. They got it. Daily Mail. Okay. Okay, I can watch it off of there. Where did you see your footage at, Candace? I'm gonna go to Daily Mail and look. I really want to see what happened. That's not the part when they were showing him when they stopped the black Jeep or truck and they took him and those people out. And then they had him on the ground and then they picked him up off the ground and took him across the street or something like that. That's the footage you're talking about, Mary Jane? Take video as option and should get the full video. Okay, they do got more than one video on here, so I can watch all of them and kind of like determine based on everything that I'm looking at what's what. Oh shoot, they have Lady down too. Well, guys, I gotta get ready, get out of here. I got other things to do, but thank all of you for coming in. It's been real. Let me see. They put him in the car and was doing something to him, the police car, and took him out, and that's when they dropped him on the drop with his knee on his neck. I seen the whole footage from someone. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out before I lay down and go to sleep. I got a couple of things to do and I gotta handle something. But thank you everybody for coming in. I had an amazing time as usual. And I'll be back on here soon. Thank you, Mary Jane, for coming in. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Pounds. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. I'll catch up with y'all later. Mary Jane, I got to catch you on your channel. If you don't have Mary Jane TV Creation and you like to have a nice time, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. She's definitely a good look. And I'll catch up with y'all later. Everybody have a blessed night. Sleep tight. And don't let the bed bugs bite. Much love. Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you, Candace.